Hey, I'm Bree. I've recorded this 300 times, but today I'm going to be teaching you about dopamine and addiction, specifically social media addiction. According to the Cleveland Clinic, dopamine is a neurotransmitter produced in your brain that's known as the feel-good hormone. All you need to know for today, though, is that dopamine runs your brain's reward center. The purpose of your brain's reward center is to reward you for doing pleasurable things and also taking action on things needed to survive, like eating, drinking, etc. Now, since dopamine makes you feel good, your brain actively seeks out activities that will release it. According to Stanford Medicine and the Cleveland Clinic, dopamine is the main chemical involved in addiction. Quote, recreational drugs overstimulate your brain's reward center. Over time, with repeated drug exposure, a certain area of your brain becomes less sensitive and you don't get the same feeling of pleasure from anything else but the drug. Also, you'll often need to take larger and larger amounts of drugs to produce the same effect. End quote. Similar to drugs and alcohol, social media use supplies your brain with abnormally high amounts of dopamine, which puts our brains into a dopamine deficit state when we're logged off. Now, this deficit is felt as our brains try to adapt to the high amounts of dopamine that were just released. This is why we find ourselves so often reaching for our phones when we're supposed to be doing homework or something that's a little bit more boring. It's because that task, or that boring task, is less interesting and gives off less dopamine than our phones do. Now, I have just as much trouble as the next person when it comes to social media use, but I hope that we can all learn from this and start to take action, because awareness is the first step in taking action. As a reminder, my sources are the Cleveland Clinic and Stanford Medicine. Thank you.